What's up, guys? So, I cracked a pack earlier, just one pack out of the store. The evil layer packs, just to see if I got lucky. And the one pack I opened, I pulled the limited legendary there, the Rorschach test. So, I want to try to build a deck around that card. And I had a subscriber ask me to maybe showcase a little more deck building in action. So he said he'd like to see that. So I figured this would be a perfect chance since I hadn't really played with that card yet, and it's a new card. We're going to make it obviously a showcase card for the video, and I'm going to build a deck around it. So let's do that. You guys can kind of get to see how I build decks, the way I think a little bit, and just check it out. If some of you guys want some help building decks like this, this might be a good video to check out. So let's pull up that new card and see what it does. What was the name of that thing? Something test, right? So let's just search right here. Test. All right, there it is. And let's read the card real quick. So it says, when drawn, if your deck has 2 or more crustacean cards, your cards with bat in the name, wherever they are, gain plus 15 permanently. So we want crustaceans, and we want cards with bat in the name. When played, if your deck has 2 or more cards with bat in the name, your beautiful butterfly cards, wherever they are, gain plus 15 permanently. So now you see we need some beautiful butterflies. And let's see, returned, if your deck has 2 or more beautiful butterflies, your crustaceans, wherever they are. So I see a pattern here. We want cards with bat in the name, crustaceans, and beautiful butterflies. So let's see what kind of deck we can build around this I don't even know how to say this, Rorschach test, okay? All right, so first up, let's go check out my crustacean cards. Those are probably some of the better ones. So let's go to Ocean, Crustacean. So let's just see what we have here to choose from. So got some pretty decent ones. So let's go ahead. Definitely want the spider. I'm going to do this in just a casual, have kind of a fun build. I want to do the krill because it's a nice 1-drop. Let's go ahead and add this candy crab because he's pretty cheap with only 4 mana, along with arrowhead. I want to add Sally Lightfoot. She says, when played, if you are winning the round, your cards, wherever they are, gain plus 15 power for 2 turns. When returned, if you lost the turn, all remaining cards in both players' hands lose 15 until played. So, pretty strong effect. Let's go back and look at these cards I added. I kind of added them hastily. So, Arrowhead Crab says, when returned, this card loses 60 power until played, which I think is fine because it's coming out of the gate really strong for only 4 energy. So I'm hoping we can get some buffers in the deck as well. So as it's losing that 60, you might not feel it as much. So it's kind of the thought process. Same with Candy Crab. This card costs plus 6 permanently, so the cost is going to jump to 10. But that first initial play, when our energy's kind of lackluster, we're going to get our money's worth out of it at least. So Krill is just going to give us a buff to our oceans and sea cards for the round, plus 10. All right, is there any others we want to add here? What's Coconut Crab? So that one loses 40 permanently for only 5. Let's see. Halloween Crab says, when returned, if you won the turn, gain plus 30, and this card gets cheaper, so that's not too bad for a later game card. If you're losing the round, this card gains plus 25 until played. That's not too terrible either. Boxer Crab, your oceans and seas cards, wherever they are, cost -1 this round. For 5, feels a little underwhelming. So when I do this kind of stuff, I like to look at the energy cost and think for 1 energy, I really want to get 10 power minimum, right? And then have an effect on top of it that is significant. So this card, its stat line is okay, right? You're pretty much getting that 10 power for every 1 energy out of this card, right? Plus plus extra 2, not that big of a difference. But then I look down at the ability and I see that it's dinging, or not dinging, but reducing my energy on my Oceans and Seas cards for just the round. So is the effect strong enough for just kind of a mediocre baseline stat level? And I'm saying not really. I mean, it might be useful, but if I keep my curve low, I don't think we're going to really need it that much. I'm going to slot Halloween Crab for just the time being. We might take it out just because it's a 7-drop, and that's quite expensive. So let's go to our butterflies now. We know we need those. See what our options are there. Oop, what am I doing? Clicking the wrong buttons. All right, click on beautiful butterflies. Go check out for sure what we want to slot. At least 2, right? Based on what the requirements were. So offhand, I know I'm going to want Purple Emperor. So when returned, if you lost the turn, this card gains plus 100 permanently and for only 4 energy. So you can see that gain for that basically 125 power we could potentially have for only 4 energy is quite strong. So let's go ahead and slot that. What else do we have here that's any good? I haven't really played much with butterflies, so I don't really know what some of these cards do. When returned, so I don't like the Match Arena ones, because how often is that really going to happen? Your beautiful butterfly cards in hand gain plus 10 permanently. That's a pretty good effect. A little lackluster on our power, so we would need a lot of butterflies to really take advantage, because it's cards in hand when played. So we have to make sure we have a lot of butterflies in our hand to be able to take real good advantage of that, right? Here's one that's going to give energy. It gives both players energy, but if our deck's expensive, we might need that little buff. So that's a possibility. If your deck has 4 or more beautiful butterflies, gain plus 8. A little lackluster on the stat line, and it's expensive. I really like some cheaper cards here. Let's see, what's Atlas Moth? Your opponent's cards in hand lose 12 this turn, and then your Mercury and Atlas cards in hand gain. So that's pretty good on the stat line, right? Because you're almost baseline, stats where we want to be, but it's dinging. So if the opponent plays 3 cards, he's really dinging the opponent 36 power, right? So if you add 36 plus 29, that looks a lot better now as far as stats go. So that is probably one we're going to want to add. And it can also get a benefit if we add Atlas, which I know Atlas is a pretty good card already. So maybe we add Atlas if we have enough slots. I do want to add Blue Morpho Butterfly, another good butterfly that just gains plus 9 permanently, and it's a 4-drop. So you play it early, you get that benefit for the rest of the game, which is nice. This one's pretty decent. So the stat line's good, and then when played, your beautiful butterfly cards, wherever they are, gain plus 7 until played. I like the wherever they are, so they don't have to be in your hand. So you can get that benefit on all our cards, plus 7 until played. So that's, depending on how many butterflies, if it's just these 4, that's still 28 additional power for only 2 energy. So you got to look at it that way, when you're looking at these cards. How can I maximize and get the most power out of a single card? A little expensive. We don't have any hidden gems. Do any of these have bat in their name? We didn't even look at that. It's maybe like a little double combo here if any of these have bat in their name. Man, I kind of like that Peacock one, but I don't know if we're going to have enough in our hand is the question. Let's grab this Morpho for now and just go look and see what bat cards are available. I don't want to get too many cards added here and not have enough bats, or at least cards with bat in their name. So I'm wondering if it counts all these, like Albatross, because technically bat is in the name, right? Batfish, Bat Flower, Battle de Puebla. Your opponent loses 8 power until this is returned to your deck. So that could be a possibility. We just hold on to that card, and our opponent constantly is down 8 power all game. I always like to have at least one card in my deck that I can just kind of hold and just get an effect out of it. Always seems to be quite strong, I feel like. You don't want too many cards like that, though, because it can really kind of hinder you. What's this? For every life on land card you have played this game, this card gains +3 power until played. So we have a few life on land cards here. So it's -10 on its stat line, or almost -10, a little more than that, -12, but 4 cards can make up for that. So it's not terrible. Maybe that's one of the bats we add. Thinking about this Battle de Puebla as well. If your deck contains Egyptian mythology, kind of expensive. If it's the first turn of a round, your cards in hand gain +15 this turn. That's not terrible, but it's situational, which kind of sucks. And the stat line's a little down. We can leave it as an option. I don't have a lot of bats, though, so that's unfortunate. So maybe we just do 2 bats, just these 2. Let me see, what's Vampire Bat do again? Your opponent loses 5 this round. It's not that great. Rest of these are kind of expensive. Yeah, I don't really like these bat cards. They kind of suck. I'm just going to do Battle de Puebla and hope it works. All right, so that's going to be our 2 bat cards. So we're not really taking huge advantage of that, but I think our butterflies are really taking advantage. So now we got 4 slots we can do whatever we want with. So I want to put some impactful cards here that can buff our deck, number 1. So we have Oceans and Life on Land, and then we do get added benefit off of this card for more Life on Land cards we add. So let me look at that first and see if there's any good. We do need some energy cards as well. Energy. So maybe right off the bat, I just toss in Ghost, because I think we're going to need a couple energy gaining cards. So let's toss you in. Maybe we toss in MLK just for the, again, energy gain and the buff. So what's some other buffers we can do? We got 2 slots. We said maybe Life on Land would be the way to look. So let's see. Life on Land. What other cards we got that are decent? There's a Pumpkin Toad. Do we have enough 3 drops and under? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Decent amount for Pumpkin Toad. Plus itself. I don't know if it's enough, though, to really take full effect. If you won the turn, your Life on Land, it's kind of expensive, though. What was it, +4? It might be decent. Would I take something out? I don't like it as much as these other ones, though. We did forget about Atlas. But it's only on the turn, which kind of sucks. So you have to play it with Atlas, so let's not worry about that. I don't think it's going to be good enough. Just looking for cards that in this category that might buff our cards. I'm trying to think offhand if anything I recognize here that does that. I had a quick glance. Try not to drag this out too long for you guys, because I know some of you guys just prefer to watch gameplay over this kind of stuff. Come on. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, we got Hippocampus. Your Life on Land and Oceans and Seas cards and hand gain +32 this turn. That's pretty good because we have pretty much our whole deck. So let's add you. We got Christmas Cactus. Your cards in hand gain +7 permanently. Kind of like that. It's a card I've been getting a little liking more and more. Okay, well, that's about it there. So what else? Do we want to cut anything is the question now. I mean, it seems pretty decent. The card I was thinking about was Rat King originally. Just because I like the buff it gives. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to think if I want to cut something for it, though. I mean, it's better than Christmas Cactus, right? But Cactus has given one of our cards a buff. So I was kind of thinking maybe one of these crustaceans I cut. Oh, I got 6, and then I've got 5 butterflies, 2 bats. So it is kind of skewed in the favor of the crustaceans. Maybe it's this one because it's going to get expensive. Let's do that. Let's make that swap and then save this deck and go try it out. Maybe the game's kind of silly too, and it thinks rat and bat are the same. You know what I mean? I think that'd be great. Oh, what do we got? Do we got any cool butterflies? I can't remember. No. But butterflies do love their flowers. So let's do bat or maybe rat? Question mark? All right, let's do this. Maybe rat works, I don't know. All right, so that's the deck, guys. We're going to go try this bad boy out. See if we can freaking win a game tonight, let's take it to the candy shop. All right, as always, good time to say, if you guys enjoy this kind of content, please subscribe. Shoot me a like, comment, anything to help support the channel and keep me making these kind of videos for you. I'm going to sip my tea now and hope I don't drop it today like I did yesterday. For those that missed that, I was drinking tea, while I was playing yesterday and conveniently dropped it, so it felt like the Boston Tea Party all over again, and it was an American Revolution deck. I was like, what are the chances? All right, he's got 2 cards out, so this could be a ghost opportunity for us. Maybe we play Ghost and Krill at the same time and get the buff for the round. Kind of like that thought. Hopefully he doesn't burn us too badly doing that. There we go. We got our +2 we were looking for. Might just look to lose this round, honestly. So I can get Emperor a little bigger as well. Yeah, kind of like that. Let's try it. There we go. So we're going to get the buff now on Emperor. So yeah, I think we just purposely lose this one. I think it'd be fine. That's why we're trying to get bigger. There's our Rat King, so we can throw him back. So he's playing 2 cards. The question is, do I commit MLK and try to go for the buff? I think I do. I really want that energy, so let's try it. I'm not trying to win the round. I'm just looking at this energy he's getting, and I think we want it. So there we go. We're going to get that +1 that we were looking for. Just want to make sure we have enough. I don't want to be hindered going into these later rounds here. So let's get it while we can get it. Definitely want to get Blue Morpho down. Start taking full advantage of that card. That +9 we're going to get permanently. Let's play this one. We can get that buff. I'm also going to play Hippocampus here, because we don't want to lose another one. We gave him 1 round. That's all we want to really give him. The rest, I think we can probably win here. There's our main card of the video, so let's go ahead and get him down. Start getting the full effect here. Does it say how long that card is until played? That's unfortunate. Well, let's go ahead and play it. Here's what it is. Don't really want to play him just because it's not getting a full effect. I want him to play 3 cards when I play that card. Here we go. We're getting our nice buffs off. So we want to win the turn here to get full advantage of our Halloween crab. So let's play this now. I'm going to ding their card. Oh, I'm sorry. That's when it's drawn. So I held it for no reason last turn. Doot. Don't mind me. All right. We did get it anyway, though. Close on him, though. So we got our energy savings on our crab and the +30 there. As you can see, we're at +39 now, with help from our Blue Morpho butterfly. There we go, getting a little extra energy. So this one's going to require us to be winning the round. And then it says if you lost the turn, all remaining cards. Oh, okay, so we want to wait until we're winning the round to play that. Let's do it like this. That should get us in the lead. Our opponent's got a little butterfly action going on too, huh? What are the chances of that? I don't think I've played a butterfly deck in freaking months, and then all of a sudden I build a butterfly deck and now I'm playing one. What are the chances of that? All right. Let's do it like this. Start storming ahead here. There's that Blue Morpho, so I want to get it down quick. Start taking a full effect of it. Opponent not really putting up much of a fight. I think he's having energy problems. This is why you guys need to add cards like Ghost and Martin Luther King in your decks. If you don't, you're going to be struggling like he's doing in these casual matches. So definitely make sure to add cards to get energy. If you don't, you're going to be hurting, especially if if you're against a drain deck. They're really going to be hurting you. Yeah, he's basically stuck playing 1 card a turn. It seems like his cards are too expensive. He didn't think about his curve very well. Danny, if you're watching this video, I apologize for talking to you like this or about you like this, but you just need to consider these types of things when you're building decks. You have to keep your curve down as best you can. and then have ways to get more energy into your decks. So I'm kind of impressed by this great horseshoe bat. Doing work. 137 for only 4 energy. It's not too bad. It's kind of overperformed, I feel like, my expectations a little bit. I really wasn't sure how good it was going to be, but I can see now, like, especially if it gets to round 5 and we see that card again, it's going to be huge. I figured it would be decent, but didn't think it would be as good as it's doing. Let's just put it that way. So I see our opponent's not losing 8 anymore. I wonder why this isn't affecting him any longer. See, he's 0 over there. So I'm going to throw it back since it seems like it's not doing what it's supposed to be. I wonder if that's a glitch. Because it just says when returned to deck, so I have yet to return it to my deck, so I don't know why he wouldn't have -8. It didn't really make sense to me. Alright, well that's the deck. I'm wondering how long this video was, if we should even play another one. Let's do it. You know, if it's a little longer video and if you guys don't want to watch a second one, you know, feel free to jump ship, but for those that do, I'll do one more. Let you guys see this deck one last time here. It seemed to play pretty smooth, honestly. I like the deck. The that new card seems to be pretty good. It's buffing our cards very nicely, making them definitely a real threat here. All right, so we drew our ghost. Do want to get that down quickly, start getting that energy, but I also want to get this card right here back in my deck. So let's do that first. I want to get the buff as quickly as possible. Good turn from our opponent. So again, we might just look to lose this round right here. Round 1 again. And just try to get our deck set up for these later turns, or later rounds. I'm going to fake like I'm playing more cards, but I might pull the Rat King back. Oh, is he playing just Ghost too? That's going to be awkward for me. Because mine looks like it's buffed, so... maybe this is a MLK turn then. We get the buff that way. Okay, just in case, I didn't want to risk it, so... Still got the buff. Looks like we'd have been fine with Ghost, though, but that's all right. All right, so he taxed us. I'm just going to play Ghost now. I want to wait, though. I don't want him to know how many cards I'm playing. He might suspect it. All right, there we go. Just make sure we get that energy. All right, up to 10. Like I said, we're fine losing the first round. At least I think. His energy's definitely not set up like we are now. We're up to 13 right now. He's only at 6, so I think we're doing okay. I'm going to get this back in my deck because I want to cycle it. And then let's do it like this. I want to get a nice first swing here. Cool deck he's rocking. I haven't seen this Norse deck yet. I was looking at it. Wish I had more cards for it. I don't, or I would build one for you guys. Here's our buff on our Christmas cactus. Battle de Puebla. Do it like this, actually. If we are winning the round, which we are, so let's go ahead and play it. Want to get this Morpho down, start getting the effect on it. Let's toss you back. All right, that should do it for this round. Looks like we take it. Haven't seen our Purple Emperor yet. I would have liked to have lost with it early. It's a little unfortunate there. Probably going to draw it right here. Unless I played it and I forgot about it, but I don't recall seeing it. There it is. So do I go for another loss? Maybe I do and I just try to keep it close. Wonder if that would lose right there. Let's do it. Ah. Unfortunate. We hadn't seen Ghost yet, so I didn't think he had it in his deck. You know, I didn't even notice if this card is for sure triggering my bats. If it's counting Battle de Puebla. I should have looked and paid attention there. Let's see. Ooh, it might not be. Might not be counting this as a bat. That's unfortunate. I thought for sure it would be counting it as a bat because it has bat in the name. It didn't say it had to be just bat. I think that's kind of dumb if that's not working properly. At least I think it should be. That and there really wasn't very many good bat cards, unless there's some I just don't have. But it's not a lot of options, I felt like. There we go. We take round 3. On to round 4. See if we can close this game out here. MLK trigger, nice. Along with Ghost, up to 12. There's our Cactus, going to trigger, give our cards a buff. Also drew our Hippocampus, so we're going to want to play him. Let's get this buff going on these guys. Oh, not enough energy. All right, we'll do it like this then. Good turn from our opponent. Dropping the Thor. Dropping the hammer on us. You guys saw what I did there. You did. You seen it. All right, let's see here. Might be a tough one to win for us. We'll play it, though. If anything, we're going to get this +9 for next round on our Morpho Butterfly. We'll have plus 18 here going into the final round. Hopefully we can secure this one. I need to jump out to an early lead so I can get this Sally online. Really sucks we didn't win that one round, because now this card isn't as effective as I would hope at this point. There we go. We jumped out to a lead so we can get Sally Lightfoot online. Man, that horseshoe bat. Impressed. Look at that thing doing work. I might close it out right there. It's going to be tough to come back from that one. Halloween crab looking beastie too. We got 7 energy left. What's the maximum we can do here? I think it's going to involve this card here. And looks like Rat King. Alright guys, so that's the deck. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. The deck did a lot better than expected. Honestly, I'm very surprised Battle is not getting the effect off of the new card. I don't even know how to say it, but I'm going to call it Test. Off the new Test card. But, alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed. If you like the content, please again subscribe. All the subscribes help as much as, and then again, shoot me a comment if you guys got any ideas or any decks you'd like to see. Just let me know. We'll try to showcase a card or a specific deck, and you guys can see it in action. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.